A couple of days ago, I had an experience that really highlighted to me the difference between American women and foreign women, specifically foreign women that are in this country, right? So here's how it goes. This Friday, I was at my friend's house, or apartment, and we decided to have some friends over, and these friends were foreign women. We met them on campus. One of them was German, the other one was South Korean, and then the last one was from the UK. Just like you would think she's just a regular white girl, but she like has a UK accent or a British accent, whatever. So we invite them over, and we're just, we're having a good time, we're drinking and all that. And from our, porch, we see the ladies from upstairs, who we hadn't met yet, by the way, because my friends had just moved into this apartment like a week before this. So we hadn't met them yet, and, we were a little tipsy, a little drunk, kind of feeling ourselves. We're like, hey, come on over. We got, we're having a great time over here playing Cards Against Humanity. You guys should come over. And they're like, oh my God, yeah, we totally will. And so about like a half hour later, they gather the friends, and then they come over. There's about 4 of them, I believe. And so you really notice throughout the night how different they are, because first of all, the first thing that they do when they come in through the door was they walk into the kitchen and they walk into the freezer. They don't walk into the freezer. They open the freezer and they want to see what kind of bottles we have. And that just, to me, it just shriveled up my dick. It was horrible. But the thing was, so we're playing Cards Against Humanity or whatever, and I don't particularly think it's a fun game, but it really helps break the ice, especially when you're with a group of people and people don't know each other. So you really get to notice just how different little subtle things are. Like, for one, the laugh. When American girls laugh, some of them, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them are just very loud, obnoxious, like just really masculine, manly laughs. And you compare that to whenever I see one of the foreign girls laugh. Like, they like cover their mouth, they look down, they just kind of giggle, they don't make much noise. And it's just a lot cuter to watch than a loud fucking American woman just cackling, So the laugh also translated into like dialogue as well. Like when foreign girls speak, they're quaint, they're dainty, you know what I mean? They're just very classy and feminine. And by the way, this is like very interesting and something that's never happened to me before. I've never had a girl cook for me personally. Not here in America. Every single time these foreign girls came over, they cooked for us. They cooked food, whatever we had in the pantry, in the fridge. They just cooked. They made chicken and sweet potatoes one day. They made us ramen with eggs the other day. I mean, even if it's simple stuff, like it really touches your heart, because they clean and then they cook and then they also clean up the dishes. And I've never experienced that before, and it really got me thinking how much I like traditional women. Anyway, I digress. There was one specific thing that really one subtle thing that made me realize just how different they are. Now, so in the living room, we have this whiteboard, right? And we use it to write down ideas and whatnot and thoughts that pop in our head. And so I was outside smoking a cigarette on the porch, so I didn't see this happen, but one of the white girls grabbed the markers. I think a couple of them did, actually, because there were 3 different colors used. But anyway, they grabbed the markers and then they were writing. And then afterwards, I came in and I saw what they wrote. And so there were 3 things specifically. And it was like, on the board they said, hoes for life, fuck bitches, get money, and only fuck bad broads, or something like that, on those lines, and you're just looking at that, right? And you're just like, oh my God, like, just how trashy can you be? Like, it literally makes your dick just go inside out, and so we erased that because, it was a disgrace to look at. And eventually, at one point, one of them was being a real snob of a bitch. And so, we were drunk, didn't even think about it. We're like, hey, you know what? Can y'all leave? I could have said it more respectfully, but you know, it is what it is. They eventually left, and we erased the whiteboard. And then later on in the night, the foreign girls got to use the whiteboard, and I hadn't seen what they were doing. I didn't know what they were doing, and I actually took a picture of it. I don't remember what it was. Okay, here it is. So on the whiteboard, instead of what they did was they drew like a house with a tree and a garden and like a smokestack coming out of the house, and then they also drew like a flower, right, with like a bee kind of like coming out of the flower, you know, and like connected to the bee is like a smiley face, and oh yeah, like, and the wings of the bee is like, it's like a heart. I don't know, but I swear it's crazy how different it is. Like it's very subtle things like this that you notice, but the subtle things make the biggest impact. And it's something like this that just really makes like your heartstrings tingle, you know. That's pretty much what I want to say. That was my experience as a 21-year-old man of difference between American women and foreign women. And although these were subtle things, I think they were pretty telling, at least to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.